Hi, everyone. Welcome to Garmin's latest API, enabling training and insights for women. My name is Tori Kelso. I'm a member of the Engineering Business Development team and will be your host for this session. Like the other breakout sessions of our 2021 Developer Conference, the presentation portion of this one is recorded. I will be coming to you live afterwards for questions and answers. In this session, we are going to cover Garmin's women's health features and insights on the women using them, why the Women's Health API is an important part of an integrated experience, a brief overview of the Women's Health API, and how the Garmin ecosystem can help serve the needs of your female athletes or community of users. So let's get started. Central to Garmin's developer programs is the belief that our users should have the ability to utilize their preferred workout, health, or coaching content in a seamless manner with their Garmin devices. Through the standard APIs of the Garmin Connect developer program, certain data are shared to or from Garmin Connect to help make this happen. As we've added tools to our products that specifically support women in tracking and making connections between their unique physiological metrics and overall health, it of course made sense that data from these features be available to connected platforms and partners that can further enhance this support. Hence, the Women's Health API was born. As I'm sure you've heard today, there have been several changes to the Garmin Connect developer program over the last year and a half. And part of those changes have been to include our Women's Health API within that program. Aligning it with the many program benefits means you no longer need additional approval to access this API. And you can also now take advantage of the scalability of the program to integrate women's health and other APIs within your platform more easily. Before we discuss specifics of the API, let's take a look at the Garmin Connect features that drive this data set. The menstrual cycle tracking feature launched in 2019. Along with being available in Garmin Connect, there is also a Connect IQ app for compatible devices. The feature delivers period and fertility predictions, cycle logging, and allows users to log daily symptoms. Daily symptom logging is available regardless of cycle type. Those with regular or irregular cycles, transitioning to menopause, or those that don't have a period but would still like to track physical and emotional monthly symptoms can do so. Additionally, we've included information to help women learn about the different phases of their cycle and how they might affect their bodies. Last year, we added the pregnancy tracking feature. Now, women can easily transition from logging periods and understanding their cycles to tracking pregnancy week by week and get educational content related to exercise and nutrition. There is pregnancy-specific symptom tracking and the ability to manually enter and track baby movement and blood glucose levels. Customized reminders can also be set to help keep track of hydration and weight gain goals. Assisting users in having a proactive relationship with their bodies through data and insight can drive pattern recognition, which in turn can drive lifestyle modification and improvement in health. I'm sure you're all aware of this. It's likely core to your mission and why you either partner with Garmin or are considering it. The female reproductive system is no exception to this rule. Its functions can be tracked, and through patterns, it can be understood in ways that help drive physical, mental, and emotional improvements for many women. Women are eager to take advantage of these capabilities. Since we introduced menstrual cycle tracking, more than 3.5 million women have logged periods, symptoms, or pregnancies. With the breadth of Garmin's device portfolio, these women are also using our technology to achieve a variety of goals. They are maintaining healthy lifestyles, tracking daily fitness activities, relieving stress, managing weight, training all week long for weekend adventures, and following structured training to compete in or complete marathons, triathlons, cycling races, and so much more. In addition to activities, menstrual cycles, and pregnancy, they track weight, body composition, hydration, sleep, stress, 24-hour heart rate, VO2 max, and again, so much more within Garmin Connect. They range from enthusiasts to pro athletes, all working towards enhancing overall wellness and physical performance in some capacity, or as we like to simply say, they're all striving to beat yesterday. Through the Garmin Connect developer program, you can easily access all the metrics I've just mentioned to better serve these women. Wondering how this would enhance your platform? Maybe you already leverage activity data, and so far you're thinking women's health data isn't applicable because you don't offer a fertility or period tracker. Well, good news. Your app doesn't have to be about periods for periods to be relevant to your app. Let's take a quick look at why the menstrual cycle matters when personalizing health and fitness for women. Personalization has been notably at the forefront of health, fitness, and wellness for several years. But recently, DIY biohacking, the trending term for the use of wearables and other tools such as continuous glucometers and urine sticks, has become increasingly more popular as people strive to know more and more about their bodies. Metrics like resting heart rate, variable heart rate, and blood and urine analytes provide biological feedback that gives us more insight. They can give us a heads up when we might be getting sick, and they can indicate how our bodies are handling things like exercise, daily stress, the food we consume, and if we're properly hydrated and recovered. But for women, and premenopausal women in particular, these factors, amongst many others, are impacted by the monthly changes in their biochemistry, aka the hormones of the menstrual cycle. At a very high level, the menstrual cycle is broken into two major phases. The first is the follicular or low hormone phase, which begins with menstruation and ends with ovulation. The second phase is the luteal phase or high hormone phase, which occurs after ovulation and ends before menstruation. The hormone shifts in these phases contribute to more than just changes in mood. They can affect energy levels, metabolism, resting heart rate, digestion, sleep, and performance. For example, Dr. Stacy Sims notes in her book Roar, researchers have found that during the follicular phase, women produce more force and could make greater strength gains while strength training as compared to training in the second half of their cycle. This is likely due, at least in part, to the body's energy systems being more available for exertion, because at this time of the month, those systems aren't working to prepare for a potential pregnancy. She also notes during the follicular phase, women are likely to feel less pain and recover faster. So, ladies and coaches, this phase may represent the ideal time to push for that PR. As an additional example, Dr. Sims also points out that during the luteal phase, estrogen reduces the body's carb burning ability and increases fat burning ability. Lower intensity endurance workouts may naturally align here, but more carbs will be needed to fuel high intensity activities during this phase than they would be during the follicular phase. Another note for the ladies, those monthly sugar cravings aren't all in your head. This metabolic shift commonly causes them. Inversely, lifestyle, nutritional choices, and training can impact a woman's biochemistry. Inadequate nutrition and highly restrictive diets can cause hormonal disruptions that can lead to irregular periods and amenorrhea. This is particularly true in athletes because of the added effect of training. Similarly, cortisol, a stress hormone, has been found to cause a range of menstrual dysfunction. You see, just as the systems of the body are interconnected, the insights from them are as well. Whether you offer health advice, nutrition recommendations, recovery apps, coaching, or insights for biohacking for women, these phases are relevant to your experience. As I mentioned earlier, you can integrate menstrual cycle and pregnancy tracking data via the Women's Health API. It is server to server communication only. We deliver event driven notifications to your configured endpoints. Both the push service and ping service can be configured. As with all of the Garmin Connect APIs, users must authorize the sharing of data from their accounts. Summaries are provided in JSON format and will include menstrual cycle and pregnancy data that has been logged. For menstrual cycle tracking, that includes period start and length, day and cycle, current phase, phase type and length, days until next phase, cycle length, and more. When pregnancy is being tracked, the summaries include due date, pregnancy start date, number of babies, user logged weight gain goals, blood glucose metrics, and more. Additionally, there is up to 2 years of historical data that you can optionally receive. You can visit developer.garmin.com to request access to the Garmin Connect Developer Program. Add the Women's Health API to your existing application or while creating a new application in the developer portal. Please note, if it is your first time accessing this API, you will need to start with an evaluation key. In summary, a complete view of women's physiology matters when striving to deliver more personalized services. As we've seen, Garmin's ecosystem of products provides women with the means to track much more than activities, menstrual cycles, and pregnancy. Within Garmin Connect, there is a significant amount of relevant data. Alongside the Women's Health API, the Health API and Activities APIs specifically provide access to these data. Leverage the full capability of the Garmin Connect Developer Program to be well on your way to providing a seamless data driven experience for biohacking, personalized wellness recommendations, fatigue management, energy improvement, training enhancement, fueling optimization, or whatever it may be that helps women reach their goals. Here are additional resources to learn more about the women's health features. That concludes the presentation portion of this session. Please stick around for Q&A.